Hello. All right. So we are doing fires. We're doing fire signs for the month of January. Um, doing good. Baby sleeping for now. So I will pull one card for a collective message for the fire signs, and then we'll go through each one of the signs. Okay. All right. Let's see. What collective message, one card, do we have for fire signs for the month of January? This one fell first. All right. It's email. Okay, which I'm gonna get to that. Email, be mindful of the messages you send. Okay. The other card had something to do with tapping into a higher wisdom. So everything that we're doing has a lot to do with artificial intelligence, just the internet, technology, things of that sort. Um, don't get comfortable here. Is that what it's saying? Uh, hold, please. Okay, so we have email, be mindful of the messages you send. It's blue all over the place, and there's only a little bit of white. So one of the things that I was trying to figure out was if the message is, and I feel like there are several different scenarios with this situation. The first one is don't get comfortable with doing everything online, right? You still realize and should realize that people can reach out and touch you for whatever reason. So if you are if you have like internet courage, or which I feel like, yeah, let's go with it. If there's a level of like internet courage you're having, always understand that the real world still exists outside the doors. Another thing is almost like not getting too comfortable with doing things on the internet. Be careful of like scamming and things of that sort. Protect your private information, your credit cards. Make sure that the websites you're using have that little lock at the top of it, which means it's a secure site. Just watch what you're doing on the internet. Watch how you're communicating to people. It's almost like in a sense of being humble. Be humble with your internet communication. But also don't get swept up into it. And I know that AI is the future, but there's still important things for you to do person to person, like that personal contact kind of thing. Um, there's something about you being looked at as a mentor, or it's almost like being responsible, because there are people that look up to you. So, and definitely in regards to the who you present yourself to be online. So be very, very mindful. Be mindful, especially in January. Okay. That's that for that. Now let's see. Who's first? Let's do Sag, since we're right there. We're right next door. All right, Sagittarius. Dang, I always said I was going to do a timer. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. You're in. For Sagittarius. Hold on, let me close these blinds. Okay, Sagittarius. Message for Sagittarius for the month of January. One card. We want one card, right? One card, please. Thank you. Broken open. Okay, broken open. We have 28. I didn't put the book back. We have 28, which is 10. 10 is completion, end of cycle, renewal, endings and beginnings. Okay. It's also a 2 and an 8, which can talk about abundance within partnerships. That's what I'm picking up on. 2 is partnerships, balance, division, duality. 8 is rewards and progress, mastery, action, accomplishments. This feels like in the past, you've done a lot of work on yourself. You've done a lot of you used your alone time wisely, and you are being rewarded with that in the people that you're coming in contact with this month. It could be on an intimate level, but I feel like all of it feels like it's on an intimate level, whether it's a romantic partner, whether it's a platonic partner, whether it's a business partnership. There's a lot of intimate exchanges going on. And that is in the sense of it being like divine timing, divine interactions, divine conversations, just ones that you, excuse me, can I do this? Kind of in the way. Well, your head is in the way. And it's just there. Yeah, it feels like it's divinely done, right? So you've learned a lot about yourself during this time. And Sagittarius, you shouldn't take this lightly. This is a good feeling. This is a good thing. So all the things that you are mulling over in your head that could go wrong, I wouldn't. If you get weird compliments, if you're getting compliments, accept them. Don't be weird about it. Okay. The thing that she's sitting on, it's like a white flower. White is, what is white again? It's like innocence, right? Innocence and purity. Like, it's fine. This is a very good space that you're in. Cleanse. You want to make sure that you are cleansing yourself of the energies you come in contact with throughout the day. Okay. No matter how good they felt, no matter how social you are, no matter how used to you are of this, you have raised your vibration in some form or fashion, and you want to be able to keep it raised. And it's so new, you want it to have solidified before you slack on the cleansing aspect. Okay. So you don't want to be so open that you've taken home other people's energies and then you don't know like what to do with it. So especially it feels like you're in a space to where you are very trusting with your heart space, with your heart chakra, even if it has blockages still. Some things you can't always fix at one time. You are still willing to give things a try, because in the past you were probably very well comfortable with just being no, sorry, can't do that, can't accept it, not going to do it, I already know how it's going to plan out, you're not going to give me this time, no way, no how. But you're not being like that. It's like, experiences, certain things happen during certain times. It's not going to kill me, you see what I'm saying? So I'm okay. I'm safe regardless of what it is that I am experiencing. I get the talking on here now. Get me the talking. Let's see, clarify, broken open. It's all good, baby. Okay. 18 is 9. Intensity, fruition, attainment, and fulfillment. This is not a good card to eat, but it's a good space. Again, those indications of the heart chakra come up with the color green. Green is nature and its growth. We have the purple, which is spirituality and intuition. And we have these triangles here that also represent a level of change. That change is indicated in the medical field, but hey, knowledge is power. Use it as it comes. Stop, baby. Here. Thank you. It's all good. It's all good. Yep. It's all GOOD. Good. Clarify this information for Sagittarius. We have the Star card. We have the Chariot in reverse. We have the Three of Swords and we have the Three of Wands. Okay. These two. Okay, the Star card. What is this? You've learned how to balance there was something of like let me put this over here. There was something, I need to be able to see myself. That's why. Something of you were being different. Like you claimed you were being yourself, but your personal self and your public self were very different. And I think what made you feel like you were being yourself is because each one of these yous was consistent. So you felt like it was the truth, but with some level of coming to terms with things within yourself. What is this? 17 is 8. Again, we have that level of rewards and that progress. With that work that you've been doing on yourself in your alone time, especially connecting with your consciousness and with your emotions, you start to realize that you was being kind of like the public you was a facade to the personal you, just to protect the personal you, right? Because you were always going to get up and go. And so you didn't realize that whole time you was wearing a mask. It's almost like Tyler Perry forgetting that he's not actually Medea. Okay. So with the Chariot card, it's that bravery, what's coming forth, the public you are showing how much of a warrior you are. You are showing and being open about the things you overcame, because nobody can take that from you. Can't nobody take that from you. You've experienced it, you've overcame it. And so it's okay to talk about those things and not even feeling like you'll be judged for them, not even having the thought that you would be judged for whatever it is that you've gone through. And it's been a lot. You see what I'm saying with these threes, the Three of Swords and the Three of Wands. Threes is an acknowledgement, but I feel like there was something for so long. I think it's taking you a long time to okay, it's like this. It's like I got a hard time in relationships. You see what I'm saying? Like something always goes wrong. That something probably speaks to a gamut of things, a gamut of hurt, a gamut of neglect, a gamut of emotional abuse. You see what I'm saying? Just you feeling, and it could, there are a spectrum of experiences that we all have. I could say, hey, I'm a victim of emotional abuse in relationships. And somebody can be like, yes, I'm a victim of emotional abuse in relationships too. And they can be two very different experiences, but it affected us in a way that felt abusive to who we are. Okay. It could be the tone in which someone talked to you. It could be them stealing your money. The things that are valuable to you were disrespected. And I don't mean to laugh, but I feel like I am like touching on some good stuff here for somebody, and I hope they're able to hear it. But it just feels like, yeah, the things that are valuable to you were very much disrespected, and it caused you to clam up because damn, if I could be so open and be so welcoming to somebody and they can disrespect the most valuable parts of me, then what you see what I'm saying? Even if I wasn't asking for much, I wasn't asking for much, and that was still disregarded and neglected. So when it is time for me to ask for a lot and I see that you're not on the same page as me, I'm out. I'm always looking for the exit, always looking for the exit. And that's that 3 of Wands. Okay. Turning your back on conflict, turning your back on certain things that may cause issues, turning your back on, because if 2 is balanced, 3 is a crowd. Anything other than it being cohesive, it's like, nah, Sagittarius is like, no, I'm cool. I'm straight. I don't want to have much to do with it. And that was before, right? That was before. So now you're in this space to where the person that you are, is more open to talk about these things. You're no longer looking for the exit. You're open to the vast level of experiences that I love you. The vast level of experiences that interacting with people and the gift of being social brings you. It brings so many networking abilities. Do you see what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. Let me see. She got the red on. She got a little orange on her shorts. She got a wide stance, which makes me feel like she's ready for anything. It's new. You feel new. You feel like you are coded in wisdom and maturity. And so you feel better prepared for even the things that you may not see coming. All right. Oh, any other messages for Sagittarius for the month of January? Spiritual awakening. As us all, Spirit is saying that it's taking you. Oh, it's taking you. You might have something to do with a Libra or some sort of air sign. Libra, yeah, Libra. Okay, spiritual awakening. What this card is basically telling me is don't disregard the challenges that I put you through. Like, for what? How are you supposed to learn? How are you supposed to, especially as a Sagittarius, if it's a prominent placement, how are you supposed to have this heightened level of wisdom? How, if you are not acknowledging the lessons that these tests brought, that these challenges brought? You thought I was just going to send you through something and that's it, to make you a guarded. So I'm going to make the sign that is known for travel, international travel, higher wisdom, higher education, all of these big things ruled by Jupiter. I'm going to send you through all of this stuff, this darkness, for you to keep it to yourself. No. So once you understand that this is technically a part of your contract, hopefully it'll make you, and I feel like during this time, it makes you more, what's the word? Accepting of the things that you are going through, the things that you have gone through. Okay. Because what you're experiencing right now, I'll say this, you could experience the same stuff that you could have experienced that in some sort of way broke you, and it wouldn't break you in that same way. Okay. What, baby? It just wouldn't. Right. You walk with protection. You're crowned with protection and wisdom and foresight, maybe hindsight. You're crowned with hindsight. And people need that. People need, to hear from Sagittarius. People need to hear how Sagittarius has overcome a lot of their hardships, their heartaches, They out here, people don't think Sagittarius have heartaches. And it needs to be known. Do not hesitate to share that part of you with people. Not because you care about what they think about you, but they could benefit so much from the things that you are able to place upon their hearts and their minds and their energies. Okay. All right, Sag. What's next? We have Aries. Aries. One karma message for Aries. One karma message for Aries. Hey, you saw that, huh? The uncharted sea. Ooh, let it go. All right. Which one? This one? Okay, Aries. About 46, which is 10. 10 is completion. Something has ended, and like it's ended to where you've already started a new chapter in your mind. You see what I'm saying? So for you, it's in this space like it's probably ended before, or you've had conflict before, and it was just like, okay, tell me. Tell me what you want. So whatever this is, that looked like a stop sign. Okay, but it's not. So the red, yellow, and green stop sign. What's wrong? The red, yellow, and green, right? I want to talk too. I want to talk too. So we have the red, yellow, and green, and we really don't, but that is what my mind's eye was seeing. But it feels like you have been at this place, whatever this relationship was, whatever this decision that you were going back and forth with, you've been in a stop and go kind of situation. And now it's like you see it actually slowing down, and your mind, how can I say this? Whatever ended in the physical realm, mentally and energetically and probably emotionally, I think you've been down for a while. You see what I'm saying? I think you've been down for a while, and you were just trying to you were spinning your wheels as to what is your next move, which is weird because Aries is a very impulsive sign, so they know. But I feel like this was something that, because this boat isn't just to get this far out into sea, you have to have been, to get that far out in sea, you had to have been traveling for a while. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's something that you've been dealing with for a little bit, for quite a time, and you just never knew. So now you're getting your bearings down to what's north, what's south, what's east, what's west, what's the future, and what's the future and what's the past. Okay. And determining that you're going this direction and heading that way. Once you can get clarity on what your bearings are, where your footing is, it's up. It's up. And the fact that you are alone in this boat lets me know that this is a journey that you have been wanting to take by yourself for a long time. It could be in regards to a romantic relationship. It could be in regards to a business relationship, but you were doing the partnership thing for a little minute for, yeah, because 46, they're all derivatives of two. Do you see what I'm saying? You've done the part. You okay? You've done the part where you've tried to make it stable. You've tried to do the things that are harmonious, but you've hit both of those areas. So you've hit the 2 by being in the partnership. You've hit the 4 by having it be very stable. You've hit the 6 by, you got through the 5. You hit the 6 for the harmony, the serenity, and the peace, and you still were not fulfilled and satisfied. So now we're at the 10 where it's done, and I'm done. I'm done. I feel like we've cycled through, we've done the renewal, and now it's just like the end of the cycle. I'm done. That's just it. Let's see. Ah, it had to. It couldn't have been no other time but now. It couldn't have been any other time. It almost feels like there had to be a gathering of information for you to advocate for your case, for you to prove your point, something of that sort. Okay. There needed to be what is it, of a paper trail. There needed to be a paper trail of all the things that you were doing. So when it came down to talk, it was like, no, let's talk about it and let's have a very clear conversation, because I want you to see where I'm coming from. And before, I wasn't able to give you that. I wasn't able to give you how I was feeling. I wasn't able to give you where I think it should be going. I wasn't able to give you like any reflection of the situation that I was in or the space that I was in. But now I'm at that space. Did you hurt yourself? Things you want to talk about, I will too. So 30 is growth. You've grown in ways that, what is 30? 30 is ruled by which 33? I mean, let me see. 3. Ouch. Ruled by which planet? Thank you. Go. Jupiter. Yeah. So however you feeling, it's big. And I will say this, it's been coming to this point because Jupiter just doesn't pop out. It takes you a long time in the astrological wheel to get to Jupiter. Okay. Hey, ho, you got to go. You want a card? I can't give it to you. I need them, baby. I need them. Sleepy. Is your baby? I love you. I love you. Oh, oh. Okay. Ooh. Mm. You trying to bite me? Mm. Okay. Let's see what they got. And this is such a beautiful card. You see what I'm saying? With all of the warm colors. And I feel like it's a beautiful moment for you too, but also a very freeing moment. Let me see. Let's see. Clarify. I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna put you down. Mm-hmm. Damn. What's wrong? I need two more. Ideally. Oh, okay, one more. Okay. Okay, you want to hold it up? Mm-hmm. We got the Eight of Cups. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Devil card in reverse. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. There were, for a long time, there were three. I wanted one more, but there end up being five. Okay. So more than what we asked for, but it tells a whole picture. So with that being said, I feel like for a long time you thought, for a minute there, you definitely thought you knew what it is that you wanted. And once you received it, it wasn't hidden. It wasn't hidden like you needed it to. Okay. So those Five of Swords, it kind of like it baffled you. It created this space in your mind, like, damn, in my mind, I just knew, like, I trusted my instincts that this would get into this spot would make it better. But now it's like, no, it didn't. And that lets me know that it's time for me to be done with this. So with the Devil card being in reverse, okay, the Devil card was like this. Whatever, I feel like for Aries, feels like for a long time there was, here, baby, there was like wool over their eyes, right? They were not looking at something with a level of clarity. You're fine. Look, you're moving. With a level of clarity, right? Come on, mama. All right. Hold on. Okay. All right. So the Devil card. The Devil card, you were definitely willing to, like, you were fine when it first started. But I feel like when you agreed to this, what I keep hearing is like under false pretenses, like either you weren't very clear on the reality of the situation, or you were always being sold an upgrade. And so it put you in a position to stay. So, whew, 15 is 6, and 6 is communication, cooperation. Yeah. But the yellow in their horns was a level of consciousness. Yeah, I feel like you weren't operating in a space of you. You were operating in a space of like mirage, facade, something. And even if other people would say something to you, you'd be like, no, that's not really how it is. But somewhere along the lines, you found yourself actually seeing what it is that you wanted. Somewhere along the lines, because this is a different kind of 10, okay? So we have this 10 over here, this 46, which is I'm done, all right? Boom, I'm out of here. Actually, I'm done and I'm up the street. This 10 made you look at your 10 in a different kind of way. And I think with whatever it is that you saw, you kind of fell in love. And so when you go back and you dealing with the 10 that you actually have obtained, that shit feel like work. Don't nothing feel prosperous from that. You see what I'm saying? Maybe you got a good time. Maybe, once every quarter, if that, but it's not, it's not, it's not, okay? Like I feel like you've experienced something on another side that showed you what living and loving is really about. And it puts you in a position to be done with that situation that you're currently in. All right, let's see. What other message? And maybe that's why when this came along, this feels good. You see what I'm saying? Like I had to leave something else, but what I had, so whatever it is, another chapter started before one could end. Oh no. Okay. Final message. I mean, but it says divine timing, so you can't really, you can't really fault that. You can't. Regrets, closure. I need temptation. Yeah, everything I just said. And I feel like that regret comes in, yeah, it's a messy situation. It's a sticky situation for you. I don't know if everybody involved will understand how sticky it is, but I feel like when regret comes in, there's a regret of staying in the other situation as long as you have when you should have, there were opportunities for you to leave before. Any other cards? Ghosted, winter. Yeah, you were going to you were always going to leave in winter. Winter wasn't distracting enough for you to stay in the certain situation that you're in and stay in a mirage facade, um delusional type of thing. Okay. This, all right. Leo. Message for Leo. Oh, opening to discovery. Ooh, 7, 34, which is 7. Reflection, assessment, knowledge. I did feel like that. It was almost like a level, what I was feeling with that number was a level of maturity. Okay. You're finally feeling like the benefits of Leo. You know how like sometimes Leo can go through what do they call it? Imposter syndrome, or requiring a lot of external validation because the internal validation is not enough. This time around, it's like, no, I understand. I'm starting to see my worth. You see what I'm saying? Maybe not how other people around me see it, but I'm starting to feel it within myself. And when I feel this way, there are so many things that are lining up. There are so many opportunities that are coming to me, that are coming to fruition. And life feels different. You see what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm in the space where I'm loving life more. but all of this is, did I show the card? The whole card, okay, even when I do it with the light towards it, it doesn't look as dark as it does when it's faced towards me, right? So it feels very dark when it's faced towards me, but now when I look at it like this, now when I'm looking at it like this, what's shining bright is this sunrise. Do you see what I'm saying? It could be a sunset, but there's some sort of illumination here, and that's all the illumination you needed. It's just a little bit how you're starting to see yourself a little bit, not full blown, but even just a little bit is resulting in so many changes that you're experiencing in regards to law of attraction. You're attracting things that are more positive. You're attracting things that are more aligned with your deepest desires. Okay. You okay? Perception. That's a 9. 9 is intensity. It's attainment. It's fulfillment. Okay. With this, that yin and yang. Remember, we talked about how dark that was, but you are operating more so in the light. And so with that light, it's okay. It's very much like this. In the darkness, I see stuff. I see where I am in all of the things, right? I see it. But when I add light to it, I'm looking at it with light on. I see so much detail. I see so much, there's so much abundance when light is shining on things. Not that it wasn't there in the dark, but my acknowledgement of it is completely different. And you've had to go through levels of phases. You had to go through the darkness of not feeling, good about yourself. You had to go, you better leave that alone. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You had to, go in but what sucks is that your quote unquote dark night of the soul is very much attached to depression, which I hate for you, but for whatever reason you need this. But I think it's because you guys are so like external energy needed. Does that make sense? Yeah. Your self-talk has gotten a lot better. It's gotten a lot more positive. You have more faith in yourself. You're encouraging yourself more. You're motivating yourself more. And then also your level of self-worth, that is also increasing. So overall, like something has like clicked for you to be like, damn, I'm in my space. I'm the shit. You see what I'm saying? I might not be, hold on. Not you. No. No, ma'am. None of this. None of it. You have toys. Here. Um, forgot what I was saying. I forgot. But it definitely feels good. You see what I'm saying? It's not ideal, your journey, but it's still reaching the same results. Everyone has to go through cycles of feeling down about themselves, but then understanding, you know, I oh man. Mm-hmm. I need to do my gua sha. I haven't been on it. I just need to tighten this up in here. Look at that. That took like 5 years off. It's a little swollen. Tighten that. Be careful, please. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. You didn't fall. Oh, yes. High priestess. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. Because I have been there and I'm back, devil. You've been messing with an Aries. You have conflict with an Aries. Hermit card and the Three of Pentacles. Major arcana. This is a big deal for you, okay? It came out in this order. This is a very big deal for you, okay? But you've had to do certain things. Oh, and maybe that's the situation. Maybe there is somebody who was telling you, wasn't really feeding your soul like you needed it to be fed. Whole time, that's funny. Whole time, the reason that is because they weren't, you would linked with them for the wrong reasons anyway. You see what I'm saying? Maybe because maybe it was a level of trauma bonding or whatever it is, but you had an opportunity to spend some time with yourself. There's a 9 here again. So we have 2, we got 6, we have 9, and we have 3. So 2 and 3, 6 and 9. Let me look. Let me get that book. Boo. Boo, baby, boo. Okay, what's this? 269. Let's look at what 269 is. Research, prepare your response. A lot of what is happening around you. Nope, that's not it. Let's look at 693. Inner self, renew your spiritual goals. You are being directed to refresh your goals. The dreams and the intentions you have need to be firmly rooted in your authentic self. Your angels caution against putting too much emphasis on material goods and rewards. Great. 396. 396 or 329? Prioritize friendship was 396. Disconnect, quiet the mind. There is a need for you to disconnect from your current state of thinking as to reconnect with your higher self. Okay, nothing that really jumps out at me, but there were, for you, I'm hoping it did something. But for me, it just, the messages that I actually read through, they do stick with supporting the message that I had coming through. But so what I feel like this is where we are, right? This is where you started, but even this, you weren't sure. Do you see what I'm saying? You weren't so sure of yourself. Like, you can have all of the gifts in the world, but if you are not acknowledging them, if they are, still in the area of your mind that is of secrecy, then if it can't be acknowledged, it can't be praised, and you can't feel worthy of it. But this is saying, switch gears, turn the table. Instead of people giving you so much, pouring into you, fueling into you, doing all of those things, you've got enough. Now it's time for you to turn those tables and give to others so they can have a level of growth as well. Okay. Last message. Positive change. An apology. Okay. Whoever it was that wasn't stepping up to the plate and doing the things that they needed to do will try to change. You see what I'm saying? Will try to make good on their word, or do something better, do something different. They could actually even apologize. You will probably receive an apology from somebody you didn't even know you didn't even realize you needed one from. You probably receive an unexpected apology. You see what I'm saying? Somebody might actually pay you some money back. It's just a variety of things. I want to be a Leo at this point. All right. So keep your head up. Be well. And you got this. Bye.